It's always nice to know that there are some good people out there. Christopher Hart of the Nathan Hale Foundation is certainly one of them. On Clark Road in Plymouth, he's developed a farm for veterans with traumatic brain injury on what was once a rugged piece of land. We stopped over during the final days of construction to get a glimpse of this great work.
We've been looking at this property for about 8 years, asking who owns it. And this would be the perfect spot for us. It's right next to the ponds, it's right next to the cranberry bogs, right next to all the nature trails. And it falls into what we want to do, is treating traumatic brain injuries and having more services available for seniors and whatnot. As of right now, we're ripping down all the trees and doing the excavating work, putting in raised gardens. Most of the raised gardens would be for veterans that are in wheelchair bound and have balance issues. Going around the whole entire farm would be 175 dwarfed apple trees, with the paneling fence going around the property also, with the horse cart path in between. A lot of the services that we will provide here will be family-oriented, not just for a veteran, but things that they can do with their family. I left my job after 9/11 to start the Veterans Nathan Hale Foundation. And we started with one town in Plymouth, and it evolved into 16 towns. But when we started providing veterans with transportation, then counseling, then a food pantry. But there's got to be more for them. There's a lot of veterans coming home that are blown up, and there's really not a lot of services here available for them, especially services that would combine veterans with their families and doing things together. Here at the farm, they'd be doing a lot of things that are repetitious. Pruning trees and, working on the farm. It's kind of doing the same thing over and over again. And then the sound of the trees and the wind in the trees and the ponds next door. These things are the same sounds that you hear all day, which help a veteran with traumatic brain injury. They have damaged brain cell stems. So things that are repetitious help the damaged brain cell stems, and that's how we came up with the idea of farming. The day that we closed on the property, we came here, we saw helicopters going by, Coast Guard, Army, and then the next day we came here, we saw F-14s, F-13s, and I said, I wish there was a way we could say hello to them. So we built a flower bed, and it's to replicate an American flag. It's got the 76 in there, and it's got the red flowers, the white flowers, and it's just to say hello to the troops that are flying overhead, letting them know that we're here. I couldn't say enough about Plymouth, that the whole community has been supportive, even as the state legislation, to the governor, to the town officials. Everyone's been helpful, and it's been absolutely awesome. It's just overwhelmed with the community support. My country's in its time of need, and I'm not as brave as some of these people that join the military, and I'm too old. But I can be useful in another way, and I think my only ambition here is to be an obedient servant and be an asset to my community and help people.